I'm sharing how I make progress at the piano and build my skills without practicing for hours a day, and how you can too. Over the years, I've done countless piano exams, I've obtained diplomas, I've played in many concerts, and throughout this whole time, I've never practiced for hours a day. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I do this and why, so that you can learn the piano without sacrificing your precious time. This is video 2 of my 30-day piano challenge, in which I am preparing for a choir concert that I'm accompanying in December. I have 12 pieces to learn in that time. I'm doing this challenge because I really noticed lately that my piano skills have gotten a little bit dull. I want to sharpen them back up. I want to build some new skills, and I'm preparing for a concert in December, so I really do have a deadline and I need to get ready for that. In yesterday's video, we did a 5-minute warm-up to warm up our fingers and our brain. Then we did a lead sheet that really boosted some musicianship skills. And then I did 3 pieces out of my 12 with really focused, specific goals that I wanted to achieve. And that was my practice yesterday. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make the progress that you want to make in each session with only 15 minutes of time. So how I achieve this is with short but super effective practice sessions at the piano. I have a really good focus. I know what I want to accomplish in that session, and I just get her done. This doesn't mean that I never practice for longer. If I have more time, maybe on the weekend, or I'm feeling like I am not really practicing, I'm just playing for fun, then I'll sit down for a longer period. But right now I'm talking about you're learning the piano, you want to make some progress, and you feel like you cannot fit this into your day. I am here to tell you that yes, it's possible. I'm doing it, and you can do it too. If you're in the habit of setting aside long stretches of time, but only once or twice a week to play the piano, I am going to tell you right now that you're not going to see the progress you want. You're not going to reach your goals. Or you might, but it'll take you a very long time. Instead, I urge you to pick a similar time every day to practice and set aside at least a 15-minute block. That's the minimum, 15 minutes to make some progress. And start with that. Start by committing 4 to 5 times per week, and you're going to see real progress at the piano. Some people forget about this, but your setup is so important. So make sure that your piano or your keyboard is in a spot that's devoted to piano practice. It doesn't necessarily need to be its own room. If you have an extra room just for your piano or keyboard, great. But it can be a bedroom, it can be an office or other workspace, but just somewhere where you can have some quiet, focused time all to yourself, and that's also comfortable for you to work in. In my 15-minute practice session today, I'm going to do 3 things. The first is a warm-up. This is going to take about 5 minutes. The second, some playing by ear. This is going to boost my musicianship skills. And number 3, I'm going to practice some of the pieces that I need to for my upcoming choir concert. Okay, so I'm going to go through my technique now. I'm going to start with the scale and go through some other chords and arpeggios. This will just take a few minutes. Now that my warm-up is over, I'm going to move to the next part of my 15-minute practice, which is where I add something new to boost a musicianship skill. Today's skill is playing by ear, which means playing with no music. So I'm going to figure out a song or 2 on the piano. I do arrangements and sell sheet music, and so this is something I really enjoy. Today, I think I'm going to try to figure out Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. Let's go do it. I chose another 3 songs for my practice today. I'm going to choose specific passages or sections of each piece to work on in this practice session so that I make progress on the parts that need the most work. Let's get to it. This first piece is very chordal in nature and it's slow. I'm not going to play through the whole piece. Instead, I'm going to play maybe the first 2 pages, and I'm really going to focus on the voicings of each chord and try to bring out the top or the melody part from each chord. The second piece that I'm going to do today, I also did yesterday, but it is very challenging and I want to make sure that I keep making progress on it because right now it's at a challenging stage. So I'm going to choose about a 2-page section that's the hardest part of the whole piece and just work on that for a few minutes. I'm going to practice about the first 2 pages of this. I'm going to put my metronome on, remind me of the tempo, and then maybe play the first 2 pages or so just to get a hang of that syncopation and the feel of the cut time, and that should be good for this one. I think that practice went really well. I feel like I am making a little bit of progress on some of those trickier pieces. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in doing this challenge as well. Challenge yourself to practice for 15 minutes every day and see if you notice an increase in your piano skills and the progress that you're making at the piano. If you're an adult learning the piano, you're going to want to watch the next video in this series, which is the biggest mistakes adults make when practicing the piano.